Amplified supported us in a few sort of fundamental ways, and that it gave us cash and space, which are two of the main things you need to be able to make work. Also, this is the first time that Connor and I have made work together. So in terms of our artistic practice, it's a whole new thing.
When I was approached by Vika from Yorkshire Dance to write a letter of support for the Amplified programme, it made me start thinking very seriously about what we, the festival here in Hebden Bridge, wanted to do about programming dance, particularly outdoor dance, and developing audiences for dance in our market town. And we've looked at ways in which similar locations might support a similar piece of dance that was bespoke for each location, but address some of the issues of a semi-rural outdoor setting.
The Amplified programmes made me think differently about touring because of, I suppose it's honed my relationship with artists. It's made me think more about actually artists and developing a relationship rather than actually just touring product. I get probably 100 emails a week from artists actually wanting to tour their work with us. And it's hard really to kind of spend time actually with the artists and get to the crux of what the piece is about. But the Amplified programme has really allowed us to do that.
Amplified has given me the opportunity to make work as part of a team. Having the opportunity to be supported over an extended period of time has been invaluable to me because it allows you to focus on the work and the context of the work, not in isolation. And something about that is really important. The long-term nature of a 2-year project has been rewarding and exciting for me.
I think what's been most valuable about Amplified's producer support has been those really strong connections that we've had with the festival programmers from the very beginning of the creation. They've not just been a name and an email, but we've actually been real-life people that we've met and interacted with and had conversations with about the work at very early stages.
I felt very privileged to be invited to be a partner in this project, and it also provided me with the space and time to think more seriously about dance. It's very difficult when you're programming a multidiscipline festival to represent all art forms, and by being part of this programme it made sure dance was very much at the forefront of our agenda.
Something that's been really helpful is working not in isolation, working alongside a producer that knows the work so intimately, that knows you really well, that because I make primarily solo practice, I have been on my own and nobody is there in the studio with me on a daily basis. So it's quite an isolating practice. It works well for me, but having actually the production support and those things is so helpful.
So it's had an impact on my thinking. It's about kind of how I actually develop my relationship with an artist. Really, it's about making sure the artist is right for the venue and the venue is right for the artist, and actually really kind of solidifying our thinking really, and our kind of working together really to kind of try and find the right audience for the product really.
For a long time I've been trying to take my work to something like book groups or the WI, to engage groups of people who are interested in cultural things but don't have access, or it's just not in their frame of reference. But after doing kind of a number of tests with friends, I've really wanted to share that practice. So I decided to show this work in a community context. It was in a pub in Ilkley where I live. Amplified gave the work that was presented in a community context a status that was really useful to the work and to me, because most of the audience knew me only as a fellow parent.
There's a number of stages at which audiences engage with the work, and there's a post box before we arrive, the talk shop at the beginning, the performance, and then the endless trail of random acts of kindness that may or may not happen once we leave the place.
A few people get in touch with us about random acts of kindness, and they've got in touch on Facebook, and we've had some emails, and so there's been this real sort of nice communication post-performance as well, which has been really lovely.